Well, we're talking about Netflix again. Looks like their stock actually went up a few bucks. Now they're back up to $176. It's a far cry from the $700 at a share they were sitting at not that long ago, but it's a start. Maybe their new Resident Evil series will save them. I highly doubt it. What separates this show from the bajillion other zombie shows? Because I got to tell you, it certainly isn't that this is a Resident Evil adaptation, because this trailer looks nothing like Resident Evil, other than having Umbrella Corporation front and center. I don't see what anything from those games is attached to this. It's awful. And I'm not the only one that thinks that, as this trailer just came out not that long ago, and it's already getting ratioed 14,000 downvotes to 6,000 likes. Once again, I have to ask, who are these characters? Because now we have another Resident Evil property being adapted. Oh, wait, excuse me, not being adapted, because these characters don't exist in the video games. I really don't understand why this is so hard. You literally have games that you could just adapt to a live-action movie. I mean, the first game is pretty straightforward. It would probably be cheap to do. It's in a haunted mansion. Well, it's not haunted. It's just got zombies in it. But you would have some really good stuff you could do with that. Tight corridors, doors opening slowly, people moving in, like zombies coming out of, like, closets. You know, like they move a rack of clothes over. Boom, there's a zombie that jumps out. Easy to do. Wouldn't cost a lot of money. All you got to do is be faithful to the games. And people would say, well, they tried that with Raccoon City. Welcome to Raccoon City. Yeah, very half-assed, cheap-looking. Like, they used CGI and it looked cheap. I mean, you could probably do the first game with mostly practical effects. I mean, look at the old Night of the Living Dead. That movie was made. That movie was made in black and white, and it looks better than most zombie movies today. You could probably do the first game like that, other than like when you have the research facility. But come on, that wouldn't cost a lot of money. You just go take a research facility and shoot the movie in there. So now we have this, which is really strange. You have these two characters that nobody's heard of. Supposedly, these are Wesker's daughters. The guy who playing Wesker looks nothing like Wesker, by the way, though the actor's really good. The actor playing Wesker is amazing. His name is Lance Reddick. You probably know his voice from something because his voice is awesome. The problem is, though, he looks nothing like Albert Wesker. And the problem with this is apparently this takes place during the video game timeline. So if you're going to canonize all of those games, why is Wesker black now? It looks nothing like Albert Wesker. Albert Wesker is a blonde dude who always wears glasses. Like, he always has shades on, and it's a pretty iconic look. He looks nothing like Albert Wesker. So is he in a new body now? What's going on? Well, the obvious answer is, well, that casting doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how he was in the games. But this is supposedly taking place in the video game universe. We'll come back to this. So they show this 1-minute trailer, and it's going to take place in two different timelines, 2022 and 2036. So you get to see, like, as life was breaking down and then the ruins. What's the difference between this and Walking Dead and all these other zombie properties at this point? Like, you're pretty much just making a zombie TV series now with Resident Evil properties. Oh my, wow. So different. People are destroying this, by the way. So not only is it getting ratioed, it's also getting called out in the comments. People are trashing it. This couldn't look less like Resident Evil. I don't get it. You've got RE1, zombies in a mansion. RE2, zombies in a police station. RE3, zombies in a city while being hunted. Resident Evil Code Veronica, zombies on an island. RE4, Spanish parasite zombies. RE5, African parasite zombies. RE6, back to a zombie outbreak. RE7, crazy family in a house. RE8, crazy family in a castle. You have all these games to choose from, yet you've picked none. Why call it Resident Evil? Capcom made money for nothing with this one. It's a very good point. If the goal was to make the previous Welcome to Raccoon City look like a less bad movie, based on this trailer, you did it. If this wasn't called Resident Evil, I might actually want to watch it. I actually agree with this comment. I'm not going to lie and say, like, the idea, I mean, I like zombie stuff, so I would watch it. I think, you know, okay, you got these kids going to this utopian city, and that's what they make it look like. It's this kind of utopian city right here, or at least like a big town, like a new Raccoon City, I think it was called. Because, like I said, the timeline exists. So Raccoon City, the original, got nuked. So this is new Raccoon City. You know, like that idea is interesting. Okay, you nuked this old city. You have these walls up here to keep zombies out. Okay, and then you got a corporation running it. Like, you could have done this and not called it Resident Evil. You could have done that, but instead you choose to take Resident Evil because it has a built-in fan base, let's be honest, and you think that you can co-op money out of it and just bring these fans in. But the problem is when you bring these fans in, there's expectations, and you're not meeting those expectations. You'd have been better off just making a different zombie movie or TV series without the name, but you need the name because you want the built-in audience. But you've now irritated the built-in audience, so you're going to piss them off and probably call them racist because they don't like what you did. We all literally want to see the mansion story. Regardless of how this is and other attempts of live-action adaptations, of course, will turn out props to them using convincing stock footage of Britain in its current state to look like it's the future. Nearly had me fooled there. I'm past beyond nervous at this point. Thing isn't out yet, and I'm already crushed. So, not the best look. I did do a little bit of digging. This is from IGN. They apparently interviewed it. And like I said, they're building this on the games. So, apparently, all the games happened. But yet, Albert Wesker isn't Albert Wesker. They even say he still died, and they're going to, the mystery of why he's back is going to be there. Even though it doesn't look like him at all. Could have fooled me. Maybe he just took his name. That would be a good way to go about it. But apparently the series takes place, from what they say, the same way it did before. Dab noted that the events that are unfolding in New Raccoon City take place around the same time as Resident Evil Village. The Resident Evil TV series kicks off in 2022, while the events of Village take place in 2021. All the timelines you knew before still mattered, and all the key events of Resident Evil canon have still occurred. When it comes to adapting these moments, the series will be pulling from game lore, but will rarely dip its toes into the films. The genre will follow the same lines as well. We always try to lead with horror, and then action comes second. It's like, why? Why does this need to? So now this is game canon. You're making a mistake with that, by the way, but have fun, I guess. I mean, I hope you made a lot of money from this, Capcom, because I don't think it's going to be quite the hit you think it's going to be. Why don't you just adapt the mansion story? That would be an awesome movie, but they never do it. I'm not a fan of the previous Resident Evil movies either. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Literally could just make tons of money by doing it right. But they don't want to do it. They want to do all this dumb stuff that nobody wants to see. That's why you're getting ratioed and destroyed in the comments. I bet you they end up turning the comments off too. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.
Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.